Hey YouTube, it's Watts45. I got a quick video on the coolant in the 2019 Jaguar XE. I have the 25T. Um, there's not a lot of stuff online or on YouTube or anything on these cars, so it's kind of like, I don't know if somebody's already done a video on this. I didn't look, I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and anytime I do anything to this car, I'm going to go ahead and start posting it because in a other video I have on my channel, I show you how to disable the auto stop, you know, when you come to a light and your car stops or the engine kills. I figured out how to dismantle that. So it's very easy. If that's something that you're interested in, check out the other video on that. But this one I got a warning on my car saying that my coolant level's low. And I already know, you know, like all cars, there's no radiator cap. So where the hell do you put your coolant in the car? Well, of course, it's right here. This is basically your radiator cap in a Jaguar, which is completely different than any other car. You know, it's always right here. But there's your coolant cap. And here, down here on the side, it's just going to be really hard to see. There's a max fill and a minimum fill line, okay? If you're watching this video, you can go out and look in your car. I would say do not go or exceed over that max because there's not a lot of room in this guy. And as you know, that when you park your car, you turn your car off, you can hear all the coolant running through the car, which is a very odd sound. This is the first car I've ever had that did that, so maybe that's in a lot of other foreign cars. But anyway, if you get that on your dashboard and it says you got a low coolant, park the car, let it cool down for at least 30 minutes before you add coolant so it can all run back into here. And yeah, and do not go to the AutoZone or any of those places and buy regular coolant. It shows you right here, which is funny, exactly what I did. See the green? No green coolant. You need the pink orange crap. But and this is what I found. It even says Jaguar on it, or for Porsches, Audis, all that crap. So this is the stuff you want, and it's kind of a pinkish orange color. I just take the cap off and slowly pour it in and watch that line down there. And this another weird thing on this is I've actually talked to a couple of customers at the dealership when I was having some stuff done to the car. And they said, because this is a sealed system, that's why you hear all the sound when you turn the car off. You can hear the coolant running through the car. But you actually have to add coolant to these things more than you would any other car. And it's not a bad thing, but anyway. So hopefully this will help somebody and help you not go and buy the regular coolant, the green stuff. Because like I showed you on the cap, it tells you don't use it. And of course I went and I stopped and I bought green stuff and I came home trying to find out where the hell to put it. And I finally found this, and it's not the green stuff. So, and I'm sure there's other ones, but this is the one I found. And right there it says Jaguar from 1997 and up. So it's the right stuff to put in here. So anytime I do anything to this car, like I said, I'll just go ahead and put it up. Oh, and I did have, on my other video, someone asked me, because I showed the trunk of the car. That's where your battery is, and that's how you get the auto stop to start, or to stop. You get the auto stop to stop turning your car off. They asked me, is that how you would jump start another car? And they said, that they woke up in the morning, their wife's car was dead. They had to take all their stuff out of the trunk. And no, that's not what you do. If you need to jump somebody's car, there's your jumper box. It's in the hood or under the hood. You don't have to go to the trunk where your battery is. You hook the positive up. Take that little cap off there. Okay, hook your positive to that. And right here, hook your negative. It's basically what this thing is made for. That's why I have all the ridges in there, so your jumper cables can get on there and get a good bite. I don't know why there's not a cap on that too. There should be, just to keep, you know, anything from corroding. But put your positive on there, your negative on here, and go to the other car and do the same thing, and you're good to go. I get this back on. Oops, gotta put the cap back on. And that's how you jump that. So, anyway, hopefully this will help somebody, you know, save some money and not buy the green coolant. I don't know that it wouldn't work in these cars. I mean, it's one of those things. It's antifreeze. And it even says on the bottle it's pink. I have no idea what's the difference between pink antifreeze and green antifreeze, but I'll take you guys through step by step of all the crap I'm going to do to this car, because I'm going to do a lot. I was actually recently coming home from work on the 410 freeway in Seattle, Washington, and I was following a truck, and some crap, something came out of the back of a guy's truck. I saw it hit the ground. I looked to my right, and there was nobody there, so I flew into the right lane as fast as I could to avoid this, whatever the hell came out of his car, or his truck. It ended up being a yellow submersible box, which is weird, but as soon as it hit the ground, guess where it went? Into the right lane. So I suffered some damage on my beautiful Jaguar, right there. And it actually pulled that skid plate underneath down right there. It broke some brackets off, but I could leave the car the way it is. I mean, it's clear up underneath there, but it's got a battle scar now, so it's not that bad. But what I'm going to do is I called my insurance company, and I've got only a $500 deductible. There's some more damage up under there. I actually had to break that plastic out of there because it was rubbing on the tire so bad. And those are easy to find online and easy to replace. But my between my deductible and them giving me a rent-a-car and my car being gone for about a week to 2 weeks at a shop where I don't know what the hell they're going to do to the car, I found these front ends for this car at a place in Oregon. That's closest for me because I'm in Seattle. So I can actually drive there and buy one for $500. But here's the cool thing. I will get the better version of this, which have different cutouts in it for the LEDs. And here's the thing. When I started, after my damage happened to the car, it had knocked the front, it came down. This car actually has the wiring harnesses in it for the LEDs already. They're just not hooked up because this is the cheaper model, so it doesn't have the LEDs in it. But the wiring harness, all that stuff, it's already in the car. So I'm going to buy the front end for the LEDs, and then I'm going to go on eBay because they actually have the LEDs on there, and I'll buy those, and I'm going to replace the whole front end of the car and put the LEDs in here. And I will do that with you. I will show you, because like I said, there's nothing on the internet on these cars. You just can't find anything. I have investigated how hard it's going to be to get the front end off. It's not that bad. I've done it to some other cars before and installed LEDs. So, but this one's definitely, it's different than an American or even a Asian built car, Korean car. But it's all the same. You know, you remove screws, you got to cram your hands into places that they barely fit, and you can barely turn a wrench, but you know, we'll get it done together. So I will take you along with that journey. I'm going to go pick it up probably in, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, and take it out and have it match painted, and yeah, and I will have my better half, my wife, film the whole thing, and I'll post it on here just in case anybody needs to do the same thing. Oh, and there's the massive part of the damage right there. I have to sand that. And this is Fuji white. and I can paint over it, but I just couldn't stand the big open crack in the car, so I did that. I just kind of gonna sand it now and fill it in a little bit until I can get everything done. But you know, you drive your car every day, or even if you don't drive it every day, your cars are always going to get messed up. There's always going to be something. So I just consider my car got a battle wound. So, but these are badass cars, man. I mean, these Jaguars are sweet. I love them. You know, you take care of them, man, they'll last a long ass time. But there's just not much on YouTube or anything on them, which is just strange. I couldn't even get a K&N filter for this. You know, I wanted to take the air box out, change all this. It is a 2019, so maybe it's still a little early. I talked to somebody and they said sometimes it takes 3 to 4 years before you can buy certain parts like that, but I don't know. I keep checking back, you know, and some websites say they have them, and then I go on there and you can't find them. It's like they don't exist, but the website draws you in, so maybe you'll try to buy some other bullshit that you don't want. But anyway, that's that. So hopefully that'll help somebody solve their coolant problem. And don't pour the green stuff in. It says right on there, no green stuff. Like I said, I really would, if anybody has any information on that, please let me know, because I think that's bullshit. Coolant's coolant, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the viscosity of it is different, but I mean, it's all water-based, and then it's water, basically, with chemicals in it. It's not like this shit's thicker or has a greater or lesser smell to it. It's fucking coolant, man. But I don't know, maybe somebody can enlighten me on why this car, or the cars that are on this list, they need the pink coolant and not the green. Oh, and by the way, the pink shit, it's more expensive. So, just like everything else on these cars. But anyway, all right, YouTube. As soon as I get the front end and I get it painted and get it here, and it's the weekend and I have enough time, we will tear this thing off, and I'll take you along for the whole ride, and maybe that'll help somebody too, and it should be interesting and fun. So hopefully it'll be fun. And installing some new LEDs in the new bumper too, so that'll be cool. And I've got this on order right now to fix that plate up in there. So anyway, all right, YouTube, take care. Later.